What's up, guys? And I was thinking about this the other day. Why does everyone in the YouTube video say "What's up, guys"? So,
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? Welcome to another first look, and this time we are discussing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We have played it between us like 5-6 hours each, so about 12 hours in total. Maybe sound right to you?
Yep. Yeah.
Mark, what do you think of the new Star Wars game?
Okay, first we need to understand where each other are.
Okay, right. So spoilers, obviously. Spoilers for where we've gotten up to is we should say, but we've got to try and figure this out between the two of us without spoiling the other.
You've probably played more than me.
Okay.
Because you had it a day early, so I haven't.
I'm going to go.
So I've done Coruscant.
Yeah.
Yep. I've got to the second planet, Kobo, or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't yet seen Grease.
Okay, that's very helpful because I was going to guess you were further than that.
No, I've been exploring too much. Obviously, I only got back yesterday at like 7, 8 or something. So I only played a couple of hours yesterday and a couple of hours this morning. So I've only probably played like 4.5 hours maybe. So
okay,
yeah,
cool. That I am. Yeah, cool. I get where you're at.
So now. you can spoil a little bit ahead, but like if you're super far ahead, I'd try not to. But I don't really care for spoilers. Like if you spoil it, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, what do I think? Out of 10, I'd give it a solid 7 right now. Maybe an 8.
Oh, that's low.
Low? That's high for me. Yeah. What would you give it?
This game's been coming out to 9s and 10s. I mean, it's a good 8 or 9 at the moment. We've never seen it. I'm how far ahead of you? So I've done that entire planet you're on. Not done because you go back to it multiple times, but I've done the mission that takes place on that planet. And I've done the next mission on a different planet.
So you're
context. I'm a bit further ahead than you, yeah.
So you're probably ahead enough to give it that extra point, whereas I've basically only done the tutorial mission,
Yeah, true. That's fair, I guess.
So I'm still learning all these skills. Okay. Obviously, jump in when you've got an opinion on something I say.
I've always got an opinion on what you say, Mark.
Good. My one biggest gripe so far is the climbing. Now, the climbing's fine. It works brilliantly. The wall running seems to have cleaned up from the last game, but he climbs too fast. I get that he's a Jedi and stuff, but the animation is too fast. It looks dumb. So every time
it looks so dumb.
Like in like Uncharted and stuff. Like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The climbing is great because they're like it's like one hand, 1 foot. You can see they're climbing like a normal human. Cal Kestis gets on a climbable wall, and he's like a little monkey. It's stupid.
He really is. I'm with you on that one.
That's my biggest gripe so far.
I also found with the climbing, like you haven't. Oh, I've got a really sore throat. I do apologise. Maybe I'm dying. Oh, God, I hope so. I found, and you'll find it as you go along. I don't think you've really got to the point yet that this is a problem. But as you explore that planet further that you're on, Kobo, however it's pronounced, I found it harder and harder to visually differentiate. Words are so hard for me today. Tell the difference between a wall or whatever that was climbable and one that wasn't. It blends in too well for me, which I don't know if it's done on purpose just to give it a less of a game feel, more of a natural look. But there was times I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then finally my eye catches a slight difference in the walls. I'm like, oh, that's climbable. And you haven't got that yet because you're dealing with mostly metal grates. But when you start dealing with the vines and stuff, I really struggled.
Okay, yeah, I can see why that's a problem.
Are you playing in performance or whatever the non-performance?
Quality. Performance and quality.
Which one are you going for 60 frames for less resolution, or are you going high resolution for 30 frames?
High res.
Yeah, me too. Don't play it in performance. It's one of the worst performance. Like, obviously, this game's come out to some technical problems, but I put it on performance mode because I knew, obviously, going in that there had been various technical problems, mostly with PC, but also on PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah.
So I put it on performance mode because I was like, fuck the graphics, I just want this to be a stable experience. And his face just seemed like blurry, and the lightsaber seemed blurry. It just didn't look good, and it didn't feel like it was running at 60, so I switched it to 30 at 4K, and I was like, okay, this feels much better and looks much better.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not a great performance mode.
I saw when you have that option, you see the split down the middle, and they show you the backgrounds, and I was like, well, that looks like the performance ones looks like shit. But I've also got, I personally can only very rarely tell the difference between 30, 40 frames per second and 60 frames per second.
Yeah, me too.
There's just no point to me because I don't feel the benefit of, oh, this is 60 frames per second, it looks amazing. My eye can only see in like 25 frames per second or something. So my brain can't do it. So 30 frames, 40 frames per second is fine for me.
Either.
So, but my friend James, he's got like 120 frames per second monitor or something stupid. And he's just like, oh yeah, it looks so good. And I'm like, what? I can't tell. So
yeah, I could never tell either.
It's dumb. But yeah, no, quality. Gone for quality. I want it to look good.
But it is a very pretty game.
Yeah, I haven't had like I haven't had like loads of lag and bug problems yet. I haven't. It was a little bit laggy when there was a lot going on. Like there was like 6 or 7 enemies that turned up out of the blue, and it went like it slowed down a bit. But generally, it's been fine. I'm worried what's to come.
Yeah, I've not really had too many problems. The biggest one I've had is for like 20 minutes, BD had despawned for me.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm running around killing. You know, like every time you kill a new enemy, you can scan them.
Yeah, yeah.
I was on a new planet, killing new enemies, seeing new areas I'd never been to before, and I know for a fact I could have probably scanned all that. But BD wasn't there. He just wasn't on my back. He wasn't following me. I pressed the stim button, and the stim cam would fly off my back as if he was there, but he wasn't. And none of the scan options were working for like 20 minutes until I got to the next cutscene, and it forced him back in. I was like, great, God. I've missed a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, man, that sucks.
That's the biggest tech problem I've had. I haven't really had any lag of stuff or any frame drops or anything. I've been pretty lucky so far. Or any bugs like can't open doors or anything. It's running rather smoothly for me. But I know like there's a huge day one patch stuff. I mean, the game's 150 gigabytes, so...
Yeah, I had to remove so many things to get it on.
Yeah, buy Division 2. He didn't last long. And I know obviously a lot of the problems are mainly supposedly on PC, which is just a reminder that stop being a fucking child and play some real games on a real console and stop fucking wanking over your PC and how good the drivers are. Fuck off.
Yeah, agreed.
Cal looks beautiful. He's a beautiful boy. He's dreamy. Yeah,
what does your Cal look like at the moment?
He looks identical to how you start him. I have unlocked stuff. I haven't really played. I've played with customizing my lightsaber the most. I haven't really played with messing around with BD because he looks perfect as is. And Cal looks perfect as is. I really like the new design with the shorter hair and the stubble. I might put a short beard on. I've got that. But I've got a few other options I could try. But I think he just looks great on his new design as is.
Yeah.
I haven't changed his clothes either. I just really like his current design.
I've changed everything. So my guy Cal has a bun and a big beard, a full beard, I think it's called. I've removed his like overshirt and I've put on a cape, and I've changed all the colours to everything. So he's wearing red trousers, like a blackish shirt, and like a white cape. BD, I've gone to like. Can you send me a picture
of this later?
I will. BD, I've gone to like assembly mode, so I've taken off all of his like outer shell, so he's all like wires and stuff, and turned him green.
So he's naked.
Yeah, he's naked. And then my lightsaber is like orange. The hilt is all polished, and like the grip is orange. The like metal bits are like burnished copper, and the blade itself is orange. So yeah, what's your lightsaber look like?
I've gone for the black burned copper look, so it's mostly black with bits of burnt coppery that kind of looks gold in the right light.
Nice, nice.
And I stuck with blue. I like the blue a lot. I might switch to green. I did think about orange as well at one point, just to be different, you know.
Yeah.
I've always really liked blue lightsabers. This game feels so much better to play than the first one. It took me a while to get back into this kind of gameplay, especially as I've been playing Dead Island for the last week.
Yeah.
So
I've been
I did
Last of
die
Us,
a
so-
fair bit, I did die a fair bit in the early days. The early kind of opening. I'm getting better now, getting back into that flow of combat and how it works. But it feels very good to play.
Yeah, because you have to like remember how to dodge and evade and parry and all that, and it's completely, unless you play that type of game a lot, then the controls are completely different, aren't they? So it's all about
Takes some
timing.
time to get into.
But
It's all about timing.
100%.
It's a classic joke. It's a classic
Oh.
joke. What do you mean?
Didn't-
Oh, you didn't get it.
I didn't until
I said it's it's all about and then a long break. Timing.
yeah. I got it.
I can't tell who's the dumb one here, me or you.
Me, definitely me.
Probably me as well, to be fair. But his finishing moves, every single one, so good. Like you can, I've been seeing this on TikTok a lot of people posting videos and saying like, Darth Vader really fucked him up in that last game, and now he's just taking no prisoners in this one.
Yeah, not at all.
Like,
Not
every
even
finishing move is killer.
Yeah, it's savage, especially the obviously spoilers, but the Ninth Sister fight that you do at the beginning, and then he's just like, "It's time for you to be redeemed," or whatever he says, and then he just
chops a fucking
chops off
head
her head.
It's a weird form of redemption, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not redeemed, right? He says free or something. But anyway, yeah, I get your point. Like he fights more brutal in this one.
Yeah. He doesn't take
You
any
see that in
shit.
his finishing moves. No, and he seems way more cocky and confident in himself than he did in the first one. Who was a bit of a nervous wreck, unsure of everything. He's got that swagger now. He's got that bit of Han Solo swagger to him.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's yeah. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I obviously like bought the game and I was like, oh yeah, like obviously it's going to be just Jedi again, you know. But you can tell they've looked into it, what people liked, what people disliked, and they've adapted it. What stances have you chosen?
I mean, I can talk about. I've got one more than you do, but it's not a spoiler because you know all the stances, right? Like, because they were all shown off before the game release. At the moment, I've not found a hidden one like that wasn't shown off, so I feel like you could talk about it. Right? You know all the stances.
I've got 3 of them.
Mark, okay.
You can tell me. I've got 3. Yeah.
Oh, I've got 3, and then I must be misremembering where you get one of them.
You get.
I've got.
At the end of the Ninth Sister fight.
I've got 4.
Oh, you can tell me the other one. 4. What's the other one?
I've got obviously single.
Yep.
You've got dual blades or
Yep.
double blade, whatever the word for it is. You've got then the other one where you can split them into 2
Dual
separate
wield,
lightsabers.
yeah.
Dual wield, and now I've got the gun and lightsaber combo.
Oh, okay.
Just got it.
Makes sense. Yeah. Can you? A little bit of a spoiler to me, but I'm asking, so it's fine. Can you upgrade your blaster?
I've literally just got it when I turned off. Like I got it, it was like, oh, use this training dummy to fire your gun, and then I stopped. So,
okay.
God knows, don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't look at the upgrades.
Nice. I hope you can. That'd be cool.
I mean, I can't imagine you can't. Like, because I know there's like a Deadeye mode type thing for it. So, and that wasn't taught to me in the training, so I assume that's in an upgrade.
Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. I look forward to it, because that'll be the big difference, won't it? Apart from changing your stances. Like, that's very new to this game. So, yeah. There was, what else was it? Oh! So you know when you're dual wielding, Because obviously I'm... Oh, what did you choose? What have you chosen? So what's your two stances at the moment?
At the moment, it's single and the gun, just because
Okay.
I've literally just got it and I want to
You
go
just
play
got
with it. Up until then, it had been... What was the wording for it? So when it's split into two, it's what? Dual wielding.
Dual wielding.
And then when it's one lightsaber with two sides, it's...
Double bladed.
What? So I was double bladed and single. Had been using dual wield for a bit, but it was like it was fine. It wasn't anything special.
Yeah, so I'm single and dual wield at the moment, but dual wield is annoying because you don't have that like force attack, and I keep pressing triangle to like use a heavy attack, but he just starts like meditating, doing that thing where because like auto parries and stuff, and he just so I'll press triangle to do a heavy attack, and he just stand there like levitating his fucking lightsabers. And I'm like, oh god. So I might change it, but I don't really like the double bladed lightsaber combat. I don't really like it, so. Might just stick with single.
Well, you've still got 3 more to unlock, right? You'll have the gun to unlock. Then there's the hilt, and then there's like the long broadsword version, which I haven't got any of those.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten all about this.
Yeah. So, and who knows if there's a secret one in it?
Yeah, there's gonna be, isn't there? There's gonna be some secrets that they haven't told us or shown us. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you thinking? Go on.
No, I was gonna say it's so like loot and stuff. Treasure is cool. It's new, but I don't know what it's used for yet. So I like that. Annoying that seeds have made
You'll find out soon.
Okay. Annoying that seeds have made a comeback, but it's different, isn't it? It's not like one. Have you found any seeds yet?
No, you get your own garden. I've not found any seeds, no.
So when you're walking around and there's a plant that has like green fireflies. Cut that down. That'll give you seeds. But it's not told.
Oh, wow. Whoops.
It's not told in the game. I just cut one down by accident and it gave me seeds. And there's shitloads. I've got like 5 or 6 different types of seeds already. So yeah, that annoyed me because I was already missed loads. Because I was like, oh, fireflies. And then later in the level I was like, oops. Oh, that's a seed. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've missed that. It doesn't tell you a lot of things. Like, you've got lightsaber throw unlocked from the start. You've just got to figure it out.
How?
Hold L1 and press triangle.
What the fuck? I've been trying to do that forever.
Right from the start, the moment the game starts, you have it unlocked. It just doesn't tell you that.
That's annoying. Oh well. I'll do that. I'll be playing with that later.
Same way as I know I put this in the group chat, but you can turn off full damage from exploration.
Oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, because fucking full damage always gets me. Every game I will have died by full damage at least once, no matter what the game is.
It's obviously more annoying in this one because it takes just a small bit of health away when you fall down a hole and die every time you respawn. Yeah. That's what it's turning off. It's turning off losing a small chunk of health when you respawn. It's just I just don't want to deal with this because I can't get more health until I meditate somewhere. So I can't be dealing with this.
Yeah.
Turn that shit right off.
Yeah, don't blame you. Do not blame you. The other thing, what was it? Oh, dialogue options.
Yes, that was not said before the game came out, or if it was, I didn't see it, so that surprised me. Yeah,
that was cool. Like talking to some random prospectors or whatever on Koba, and then just suddenly it's like, oh, you can choose, and you speak to the senator in the first one, and you have to choose to Jedi mind trick him in a certain way, which I think is cool, and that's a whole new thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the Jedi mind trick in combat's real cool.
Yeah. Oh, man.
They've done a good job of, like, a lot of games will do the whole, like, you spend the whole first game getting your powers and becoming badass, and then the second game you do something that somehow loses it all and you have to start again. I appreciate that's not happened here. You've got so many of your cool badass abilities right from the start.
Which
I really appreciate. The map still annoys me. They've done better here. Like, they've done better to make the map. Like, there's also, you can now fast travel between meditation points, which is going to be great for the cleanup.
Yep.
There seems to be shortcuts fucking galore to unlock
Yep, I
to
thought
make your
that.
life easier when you do go back. But the map's still annoying, and it's still annoying to use to navigate. And like, I've gone past someone. No, you wouldn't have got there yet. But on your planet, it's not really a spoiler. I spoke to someone, and they were like, "Oh, it's called a rumor. I think they're called on the maps." And I spoke to them, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, there's a fisherman lost. Can you go find them?" And Cal's like, "Sure." And it's like, "New room unlocked." And then I couldn't see any marker to suggest what area they were in. It's like, cool.
Oh,
I have
excellent.
no idea what to do here. Because there's side quests in the game, and it just that seemed to be one of them, and I just don't know what to do about it. And I couldn't see it logged or tracked anywhere. I was like, great, cool. Thanks for that, guys.
That is
Still
annoying.
an annoying map.
Yeah, the one thing I noticed about the map is that they show undiscovered areas easier. So if you look on the map,
Yeah, there's
they
a lot
have-
of improvement to it.
it's like a yellow line, isn't it? Which symbolises that you haven't gone past that bit. It's a new area after that. Even if it's just like a little shortcut or something, it will show you that on the map, which is what I think was the problem. Because obviously there was that trophy in the first one to explore all the maps to 100% or whatever. And I think we both struggled with it. Like we couldn't figure out where the gaps were. So yeah, which will be handy, I think.
Yeah, but it's still shit. And like, it's a big improvement, but it's still a pile of shit.
Yeah. I guess if they
I see what
completely
they're going for,
revamped
but it
it,
doesn't work.
it would be a bit odd, wouldn't it? If they completely made it new. Well, I guess there would be a new story
Just fix
reason
it, bruv.
why. Yeah.
Yeah. BD gets an upgrade. There you go. Your map's changed. Easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or as we would say, greasy money, baby.
Greasy.
I guess you're not far enough into the story to really get a vibe of where it's going, are you?
So this is what I was going to ask you. Like, do you have any? I don't. Yeah, I don't know enough about it. But do you have any ideas about where it's going to go? You can tell me.
I just can't say a word. So like, you will have a much better idea by the time you finish that planet.
Okay.
And I keep saying finish, but I should say finish this mission, because finishing the planet's not very accurate because it is your home base, and you're going to keep coming back to it from what the developers said. I haven't come back to it yet, but you get your own, like, a little bit spoilers for the story, but not too much. You'll get your own little room. There are stores there that you'll get a notification saying across the galaxy you'll find people that you can bring back to your homestead, kind of thing. You can plant flowers. So we know this is kind of like your homestead area.
Okay.
But yeah,
Nice.
so when you'll meet Grease very soon, as you know, because you're looking for him. And by the time you jet off that planet for the first time to go to the next one, you'll have a better idea of where the story's going. Or at least I think I do. That doesn't mean they might not put a full 360 a few more hours in, but like where you're at now, you don't really know what you're doing. Like, you know, you want to. I'm trying to be careful with what I say. You know, you want to help the galaxy. You know, your work's not really done anything so far. And you need to fix the mantis so you can go do more things. Is kind of where you're at, right?
Yeah, I mean the only thing I can kind of think is, based on what's already happened, is you're going to go find Merrin or Merim or whatever her name is, because BD had that little video that he was showing Cal, and it was focusing on her a lot. So I'm like, he's going to go find her. I think it's been confirmed that she's in it, so it's not a big thing, but she's obviously going to be part of the story somehow. So that's probably the next step, I guess. Go and find her, or maybe Sarah, or whatever her name was. I don't know. Seer. Yeah. So apart from that, no, I really have no idea where it's going to go. Apart from, based on what I know, we've got that guy in the back to tank, haven't we? In all the trailers. So I assume he's a bad guy. So maybe somehow we're gonna see him. I don't know. I just don't know enough.
I unfortunately do know, so I'm just gonna keep quiet and go. Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. The story is good so far. I do like the heist opening, but the opening to the first game was better, I think.
What was the opening to the first game? I can't actually remember.
You're on the scrap planet, and your friend
Yes.
falls, and you have to use your force to save him, and you get that badass like rock music playing, and
Yep,
you
I
have
do
to
remember.
escape. So yeah, I mean, this is a great opening. Like, it was really cool, like, seeing Cal be a little cocky. And I really, I really liked the droid from Rogue One. I can't remember what they're called. And he pushes you in, and Boda is just like, obviously you don't know that's your friend, Jay. He's like, terrorist. And Cal goes to the droid, you're going to let him call you that? That got me good. Little cocky remarks like that. Bode seems fine. He hasn't blown me away.
Do you trust him?
No, but I don't trust him in real life.
Well, yeah.
But
I don't. I think he's going to be bad.
It's a nice little small feature.
Yes. Yeah. It's you didn't have a party in the first one, did you? You didn't have a companion. No. Which is I think is good, and I think as long as we don't play like the entire game with a companion, I'll be okay with it. Like if it's just parts where it's like, oh, this makes sense to have somebody join you on the story, yes. But if it's continuously, like Last of Us, you seem to always have someone with you. Especially number 2, there's like so many different people that you have. And they got towards the end of that game and I was like, why is there always somebody there? I don't want it. But yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I think my 7 will go up to probably a 9 by the time it ends. Do you think they're going to make a trilogy out of it?
No, absolutely. And if this game currently is as good as the first one was, and if they make a third one and it's as good, I will go on record and say this is the best Star Wars trilogy in any medium. Yeah, nice. I love Cal Kestis so much.
Next step would be bringing him into live action.
They've got a TV actor, you know. I don't see why not.
Yeah, it makes sense to bring him. Like, yeah, he's an actor. Like, why not? Imagine if he turns up in the Mandoverse film. Well, when is this set?
They don't seem to have any respect for the games, so no. I don't see it happening.
When is
there needs to be someone championing it, and then there isn't really anyone.
Yeah, so it's set between the 2 trilogies, right? Set just after number 3, isn't it?
What, this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because after Order 66, but it's not quite A New Hope.
Yeah, I don't know where. I know this game is 5 years since the last one. Where that puts us, like, has the first Death Star been destroyed yet? I don't know. It's obviously post 3, but I don't know. Are we pre-4? Are we post-4 now? I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be pre-4 though, hasn't it?
Well, yeah,
they're still coming to power. Well,
because like obviously Cal's a kid when Order 66 happens, and Luke's just about to be born. So, I guess it probably was still pre-4. I would like to think, because you would imagine if there's a rebellion by now, Cal would just go join that.
Yeah. Yeah, and maybe he's the start of the rebellion.
Saw Gerrera. Though, as always with Star Wars, it's just like Saw Gerrera had a Jedi that he's been working with this whole time. Where was that in the films, or the comics, or the books, or the TV shows?
Yeah, but we know when Saw Gerrera dies, right? He dies in Rogue One.
Great. So so that's a good point. So we're pre Rogue One, so we're pre 4.
So we know that it's in between. It's like what, at least 15 years after Revenge of the Sith and before Rogue One. So
yeah,
nice. I'm so excited to play more.
Let's leave it there because this is just a first look and we haven't had a chance too much. I still think we should do what we said last week, is like maybe the podcast, not for
have a little roundup.
The week after should be a roundup, because obviously we've got, as of Tuesday, Redfall.
Redfall, I'm looking forward to that. That should be good.
I'm looking forward to it, but it's going to be difficult to drag me away from Star Wars to play that for a little bit, ready for next weekend.
Yeah, that is true, but we're going to have to just do it.
We'll see. So that is our first look at Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Leave a comment telling Mark that he's a bellend. No, don't do that. That was mean. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm not sorry.
It's fine.
I'm really not sorry. Leave 2 comments saying he's a bellend to make up for it. And, let us know what you think of the game if you're playing it so far. like, comment, share, tell me I'm a bellend, do whatever you fucking like. May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.